In the first one, we have the example problem for FindS. The FindS algorithm makes the machine to learn only based on the positive samples. The positive samples means that the outcome will be positive. So in this case, you have two types of outcomes, yes or no. So here positive means yes. So in FindS, whatever right mark I have put here, checked out, only those samples will be considered. So the question in this example is, can I enjoy the sport based upon the given weather conditions? The weather conditions are actually based on the attributes, that is sky, air temp, humidity, wind, water and forecast, weather forecast. So in this case, in the first one, as you can see, if sky is sunny, temperature is warm, humidity is normal, wind is strong, water is warm, forecast is same, the outcome is yes. These data are actually something which are known data. In the same way, third sample, if you see, when sky is rainy, temperature is cold, humidity is high, wind strong, water is warm and forecast is changing, we cannot enjoy the sport. So these are the four samples we have, what you can call as a data set to make the machine to learn. So here the algorithm starts with the hypothesis null. So the hypothesis has the same number of values equal to the number of attributes. How many attributes are there? There are 6 attributes in the table. So we have 6 values for the hypothesis. For the hypothesis, we have possibility of 3 types of values. We always start with the null value, the null symbol, or a specific value, some specific, whatever you have in table, they are named as specific, and the question mark. The question mark tells that it can be any value. So we can have 3 types of values, a null value, a specific value and any value which is represented by the question mark. So the machine will learn based on the positive samples. So initially our H0 will be taken as all null values because we have not yet taken any values. This is the process done by the machine actually, okay. Then it visits every entry in the table or entry in the data set given and finds out the outcome, checks with the outcome. If it is positive, it is going to take. The positive sample is the first sample. So same thing will be assigned. So we start with the first positive sample. Since previously we have not yet assigned the attribute values with anything, we are going to assign it with the specific value. So whatever first row data was there, same thing will be added as the first possibility for hypothesis. So here x1 represents the instance 1 and hypothesis is set with those instance values, so ranging from A1 to A6. And next it goes to the second positive instance and checks whether there is any difference. As you can see in the table, first 2 entries are positive, where you can notice that the sky is having sunny value, same, x1 x2 are having sunny, temperature is also same, whereas humidity is allowing for 2 values, normal and also high, wind is strong, water is warm, forecast is same. So in this case, when the machine sees the second entry in the table, it understands that humidity is allowing for 2 values and yet it is going to give a positive outcome. So that's what it does in the second step. It's going to replace the parameter where we have 2 possibilities, that is the third parameter. It was normal before, whereas in the second instance for high also we have positive instance, so it can be either normal or high. That's why we put question mark in the second step. In the third step, it visits to the third entry in the table, but it sees that it is a negative sample. So since it is negative sample, it's not going to consider that for processing. So the outcome of this step will be same as the previous step. and then it goes to the last instance where it finds out that the last two values have been changed. As you can see in the table, for the three parameters or three entries. So for water equal to warm and also cool, you have the S outcome. For forecast equal to same and also change, you have the S outcome, which means that in this step, along with the question mark for humidity, I can also put question mark for forecast and water. So this question mark, even if we get some third parameter, if it is already having question mark, it doesn't affect, so we won't have to check with that. So in this case, newly we have found new entries for the last two attributes. So for the last step hypothesis H4, we will be setting up last attributes as question and question mark. So that will be the output for FindS algorithm. So in this case, as I told you, three possibilities. We start with the phi value, then we continue with the specific, and the last possibility is any value which is question mark. And FindS algorithm considers only the positive instances. Instances are nothing but the entries in the table. So left side of the table is called as the instances. The last column is said to be the outcome of the process or the problem.